It's the way Singapore wakes up. Wake up, Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman.
Wake up in the morning feeling like
Kiss 92's Big Show.
Good morning, Singapore. It's Glenn Angel and the Flying Dutchman, brought to you by Caro. And as I said earlier this morning, I'm so excited to introduce you to our career strategist. His name is Adrian Choo. Good morning, Adrian.
Good morning, Glenn, and good morning to all our listeners on Kiss 92.
All right. Nice.
It's so lovely to have you in the studio today. Usually we see you virtually, obviously. And if you'd like to watch Adrian Choo and our entire conversation with Adrian online, you can do so at our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Kiss92.
If you've got questions for him, make sure you post them so
Yes.
that, Adrian can help you with whatever you're facing right now.
Yeah, you can do it on our Facebook page. You can do it on our YouTube channel. You can also WhatsApp it in to 88550920.
Our phone lines are also open. So
Yes,
if you
they
want
are.
to call us, you can, but no guarantees we'll pick up the phone because it's going to be a very busy half hour.
That is true. And just in case you want to call, it's 669-1020.
That is correct. Because I predict, Adrian, many people will disagree with you.
Oh.
And no, I'm kidding.
They'll probably
Sorry, I
disagree
meant
with
disagree
you.
with me.
Yes,
Sorry, I mean,
absolutely.
disagree with me.
Yes.
So today we are talking about 5 things not to do at your new job.
And I came up earlier and I said one of the things to really avoid is that first day when you go in, don't rearrange the office.
And don't park in your boss's car park
Yeah.
lot, right? That's
Oh
the biggest
my
thing,
gosh.
Don't
Wow.
ever try that. because-
Okay. So what are the things we should not do at a new job?
Yeah, and this topic came up because, this week is the first week which you guys are on and you guys are doing a fantastic job.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
And I was thinking that because the market is picking up and a lot of our listeners as well are ending up in new roles, so I thought this might be interesting for us to talk about what are the things that you should not do when you land in your new role. And sometimes these things that we do are accidental or innocuous, innocent, but you end up doing it anyway and you end up ruining your first impression or your first couple of weeks on the job. So, one of the first things you want to do is you want to make sure that, you have to you don't assume that things are going to be the same as your previous job.
Right.
For instance, like right now, if you guys in New Kiss 92 studio and everything, things are different. I noticed
They
the
are.
setups,
Yeah.
the cameras,
The positioning of our seats as well. It's all different. Yeah.
the pace, the tempo. The worst thing to do when you land in a new job is to assume that I'm just going to be the same as I was in the previous job. That's dangerous. So we need to sit down and pause and say, okay, new situation, new environment, new group dynamics, new listener-based demographics.
Yeah.
How do we address that? How do we change and shift and be adaptable to that?
Right.
Okay.
What about saying things? Like, sometimes you want to say something, but maybe, you need to hold back because, your colleagues might take it the wrong way. Like yesterday, remember I was telling you guys about this and you said, hey, you better not say it out loud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I said, wow, the studio is beautiful. I feel like I've moved from a 2-room flat to a 5-room flat right now. It's a beautiful upgrade. Got like a pool.
Yeah, the jacuzzi.
Behind.
Did you see the jacuzzi?
Yeah.
It's in the
Nice
back. We need to.
jacuzzi.
I had no idea.
You need
Oh,
to
yeah.
turn it on about half an hour before just to get the hot water going. So,
But it's beautiful.
That's a tip.
It's beautiful. Anyway.
We're going to continue this conversation on the Big Show TV. You can join us on our YouTube channel. Once again, that's youtube.com/Kiss92FM. Meantime, it is Thursday, the 9th of February.
Kiss 92 Day Check brought to you by Gain City. Grab up to 90% off our warehouse sale. 40
Loud or keep it to themselves. Like something like that just now. Like what I just said.
I always have this policy. If you have, sometimes it's better to remain quiet and let people think you are stupid than to open your mouth and remove all doubt.
Okay, but what
This is
if
true.
you've gotten you've worked hard, you've gotten this promotion, but there's stuff that you feel you need to learn. There's stuff you don't know. As this newbie, 1-2 days in this new role, do you then go to your boss and go, look, someone needs to teach me this. I feel like I don't know this. Should you do that? Or are you going to come across with people questioning, did I promote the right guy?
Actually, for me, I think that especially it's not just in terms of promotion, but especially if you are moved into a new company, or a new role, totally new environment, I think one of the first things you need to do is learn, especially in the first 3 months. You have to learn everything as much as you can and not to be too proud about it. Just ask, how is this done? This is something new to me. Please teach me. In fact, the newcomer coming on board with questions like this, you're normally more receptive to them.
Shouldn't the training come with the new job anyway?
A lot of places it doesn't.
Yeah.
Don't, right.
They
So you
wait
need to
for you
ask. What if someone's too shy to ask?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think you should ask, and I think that's the best period, the window period where you can ask all the questions you want. The first month, basically.
Okay.
Then you can ask everything. I also recommend that you take a notebook and jot down notes as well. Jot down. One of the things that you need to relearn in the new place are the group dynamics. The new bosses, who are the power players, who are the people that actually are the influencers.
So who's the person to suck up to, basically?
Yeah, and who's the person to brown nose, who's the person to avoid.
To avoid the gossip.
Yeah, so
This is real advice, right? That you're giving out.
Real advice, you see. And sometimes the power player may not be who you think it is. Sometimes it's the receptionist. Sometimes it's the boss's secretary or assistant.
There's always someone behind.
That's the power player,
Yeah.
and she's going to arrange. So you need to know, it's like playing the Game of Thrones. You need to
Yeah,
know
yeah.
who are the influencers, who are the real people that matter.
Okay.
Kiss 92 fans, do you agree? I mean, give us your thoughts, okay, via our Facebook page.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you have
just-
any thoughts at all, you want to say good morning as well, you want to ask Adrian any question, we're also on YouTube as well. YouTube.com and Facebook.com/Kiss92FM.
Yeah, that's why we have our contributors in every day,
Yeah.
all right? Because we feel like, we want this show to be for you.
Yes.
Right?
I mean, and career strategy, everyone can do
Yeah.
with a little career strategy. Whether you're an old timer in your job, you're a newbie, you're looking for a job, you're going for an interview. Adrian talks about all of
but
it.
you see, I think a lot of people, and I'm learning this listening to Adrian, a lot of people think, sucking up to the boss makes me look bad. Sucking up to the boss is a career strategy.
But there are different
It
ways
is.
to suck up,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you don't turn up to your new job carrying a big hamper, going straight into your boss's office and say, "Thank you for giving me the job."
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah.
gonna
If I'm the boss,
look
can
at
do
you and
that, no?
avoid. No, but everyone's gonna look at you and avoid you like a plague. They're gonna be
Correct,
like, "No, you can't do
Correct.
that."
You take your chances also. Like, if you
Yeah.
suck up to the boss in a wrong way,
Yeah.
if you
Yep.
if you overdo it,
Yep.
that might backfire
Of
as well.
course, of
I
course.
had a colleague once, I'm not going to mention which year, because if I mention which
They'll
year,
know.
you go like, oh, okay, on this radio station, okay, I think I know who. But what he did was, he bought, I think something like a 60-inch TV for the boss.
No.
For the boss's birthday.
Oh, no.
And right after that, the relationship was completely different.
Oh,
of
no.
course, the boss did not
Accept it, of course.
the
You
60-inch
can't.
TV.
What did this
But-
guy work in?
okay,
Like
no,
Game
no, no,
City
no,
or
no, don't ask me.
Did he like work at an electronics store and just like give it?
No,
but
he,
I mean,
he was
come
a
on.
colleague.
What?
Oh,
He was a
no.
fellow DJ.
Did he keep his job for very long after?
No.
Okay, all right. Now
No,
I'm not
because after
asking
the-
anymore.
It was just different.
Of course,
after,
of course.
Yeah.
They were quite close, actually.
Before
As in
that.
the boss and
This
this
person.
person.
Right.
Then after that, it became
Awkward, right?
awkward.
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 Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you know that this guy was going to do it before he did it?
No.
He just walked in one day with it.
And then he told me about it.
Oh
Then I'm
my
like,
It's
god.
just crazy.
Like, why would you?
That's a bit much, right,
Yeah.
bro?
Wow.
like maybe a
that's nuts.
6-inch tablet? It's like, my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah.
Wow, okay.
That's
Okay.
absolutely crazy.
So, okay, so you've said adapting to a new environment. That's one thing to do, finding out who the people are, finding out what the dynamics are like and all that. What other tips do you have?
I think sometimes it's also you have to get used to the new culture of the place. So sometimes it's the way they dress, sometimes it's the way they talk,
Yeah.
sometimes it's even lunch habits. You might go to a new place and they don't dine in a group where in your previous place maybe
They
it was
did.
a lunch, a communal
Right,
thing.
right.
They eat and they go to their rooms to eat. So or maybe vice versa. Maybe they eat in a group and then there you are sitting at your table eating away,
Right, yeah,
And then
yeah.
people start saying, "Why is this guy so unfriendly?"
Yeah.
So I think that one of the first things you need to do is to understand how the habits, what the culture is like in that organization, and try to blend in. The worst thing you want to do is to go there. So I know this guy who was a rainmaker, okay, big timer sales
20
guy.
seconds.
20 seconds? Okay.
So he came in and he basically walked around without his shoes.
Oh,
Yeah, because
Right.
he used to do that in his old company.
Right.
that's unusual for a guy.
Yeah, so he's walking around like,
Like very Steve Jobs.
What? So you're
Okay,
saying
okay.
it's...
let's
What do you mean it's
talk about
unusual
this
for a
on,
guy, but it's
on-
okay for a girl?
I see many girls walk around like
In
bare
3,
feet.
Yeah.
2, 1.
Jonas Blue with Rise right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs, the greatest, the best. No, the greatest, the absolute.
The best.
The
Yeah,
best.
the great. Yeah,
The greatest.
The
How many,
greatest.
how many ways can you say
The
great?
greatest songs
the
in one
bestest.
place.
The best, the
bestest.
most fabulous.
Our guest for this morning is Adrian Choo from Career Agility International. Once again, good morning, Adrian.
Good morning, Glenn. And no, today we are talking about what to do if you join a new company.
And what not to do.
And what not to do. So one of the things we were talking off air just now was when you get to a new place, you have to learn the cultures, learn the habit, and try to blend in. First, the worst thing you can do is to stand out, exceptionally stand out on the first day and make people wonder, is this guy the right fit for the role? So I know this person who was brought in as a top super sales guy, and in his previous company, he was given a lot of latitude to do whatever he wanted because he was a super sales guy. He was bringing in all the revenues. But when he joined this new company, he had almost no track record at all, right? But he came in still behaving like the superstar.
Right.
He came into the office walking about without his shoes on. Okay, which was normal in his previous company, but this new company was quite a formal type of environment, and people were looking at him like, oh, what's he trying to prove? This is only the first day, and he took off his shoes and he's walking around. So try to blend in.
But that's funny. I think it would creep me out if I see a male colleague walking around without his
Yeah.
shoes on.
I feel
too,
like maybe
me
he
too.
was working on a beach before. Like which company?
Was he?
Like, no, I'm just trying to think. Which company would you work at?
Club Med.
Club Med, yeah, that'd be the one.
Unless that, because there are some offices where and I've seen them. I've gone to for meetings and whatnot where they ask you to leave your shoes at the door.
Yes.
So everyone
Yes.
takes their shoes off. You know,
Yes.
so maybe he was working in
Japanese
that kind.
company or what?
No. It was
No.
a local offices where everyone leaves their shoes at the door and everyone walks around barefoot like a house. You know, because they don't want people trekking. You know how dirty your shoes are. They don't want people trekking in all sorts of rubbish.
Oh, production studios.
Or
sometimes.
yeah, there you go.
When
So-
we go over and do a voiceover, sometimes we'll leave our shoes
or even
outside.
a shoot
Yeah.
or whatever
Yeah,
it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
So I mean, I think it's a fairly hygienic habit to leave your shoes at the door. But like you said, it depends if everyone else is leaving their shoes at the door or not, right?
Yeah. But make sure you don't have toe jam.
Ew!
Oh, that's the
gross.
worst.
I haven't
That's
heard
the
that in a while. Anyway, what other tips do you have for us, Adrian?
I think it's, as I said earlier, it's a new place, new dynamics. Okay, and what's really important is for you to build relationships. So try to have lunch with at least one person a day in the new place, just to get to know a bit of the backstory, get to know a bit of the power dynamics, and to find out a bit more about the history of the place, and more importantly, to gain friends, get new allies as well. And sometimes you learn a lot more from these lunches with the people in the office than you get from the orientation or on-the-job training.
Yeah, but
Of
won't the
course,
other
yeah.
colleagues go like, oh, there, he's going out with so
Yeah,
and so.
exactly.
I think probably in a group would be better, not one at a time.
yeah,
I know. I
guess,
feel.
But in a
I
group,
feel.
you get nothing done.
Yeah, this is true. as
You know what I
well.
mean?
Yeah.
Anyone saying anything
It's
on our
very
Facebook
interesting
page?
because Prashant has come through as he always does, and he goes, when you you go into a new office, you start something new, you meet different people. Beware the office gossip.
Yes, exactly.
Because sometimes that person who spreads
Yeah.
the gossip, right? The office gossip
Okay.
can be a double agent.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Because the
For
goss
sure.
goes out,
And-
he wants to hear your response, and that is then reported to
If
management.
they can be talking about someone else, they'll be talking about you
about
as
you.
well.
Yeah.
Okay. We're with Adrian Choo from Career Agility International right here on Kiss 92. The time is 8:16.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you by Putian. Oyster season is back again.
More things not to do,
Not to do,
at
yeah.
your new job, Adrian.
Yeah, one of the things is I would actually recommend is not to keep talking about your old company.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
No, at my previous company, I did this. In my previous company, we used to do it this way.
Yeah.
And my previous company is like, yeah, but you're not there anymore, right?
Yeah.
Why are you here?
You left for a reason.
Yeah, especially if it's a big company. Oh, my previous
Right.
company is bigger than this company. I used to do this. In other words, you're saying that I'm
Not
that's
big
yeah,
enough,
you're just
yeah.
not big enough, and that was the right way. This is the wrong way. It's almost like going on a date and you keep talking about your ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend. It's like, well, but Michael used to be.
You know,
Sandy
she used to do it this way.
Yeah, it's like, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah,
It just
okay.
pisses people off. So, and interestingly, I've seen people do that before. And the suggestion which they're giving is basically, this is the wrong way of doing it. I got a better way of doing it. But even if you do have, that's not the way to put down. So, and a lot of times it's well-meaning, It's not deliberate or spiteful.
So don't compare.
Don't compare. That's
Okay.
really,
That's a
funny.
good tip.
Mako is asking, what if you're an introvert?
Yeah,
do
that's
you
what
get-
I was thinking.
yeah.
'Cause
You're
How
how-
do you
born
get
like that.
going?
What can you do?
No, but
How do you
does,
get going?
Yeah, how does one person go to different people and then have lunch with them every day? Some people just can't do it.
So if
Yeah.
you're an introvert, then you lose out.
No, I
do
don't
you,
think
if
so.
you're an introvert, maybe go out in a group where you don't have to focus on just one person?
What if no one invites you though?
Yeah.
Like you're sitting at your desk and you're eating and nobody goes up to you. I mean, there
It
are
happens,
people like
it
that.
happens.
It happens.
I mean, if there's a staff cafeteria, you can just sit down if there's a group there. Don't sit right in the corner. Just join them. Can I join in? And introduce yourself. And I do agree. Introverts have it tougher.
Yeah.
Okay? Extreme extroverts like Glenn and myself, no problems.
Yeah.
We will just invite ourselves in, whether they like it or not.
Even if you say no, I'm sitting down.
But introverts have it tougher. And whenever I speak about this, introverts always get a bit upset and they go, like, are you suggesting that introverts are disadvantaged in some way in the
But
office?
that is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, so that's why we're saying that it's an unfair world, okay, where we're always judged by certain traits. And
Yeah.
extroversion is one of the traits where people, say, hey, this guy's so friendly, this guy is so warm, the one's so quiet, so aloof, so proud. It's just a wrong perception, but that's why we need to understand how to break out of that if you're an introvert.
But there is something called being too extroverted as well, coming on too strong as well. Some people don't like that as well.
Yeah.
But it's
Right.
easier that way. You see,
Then you can
you're
tone
so
it down.
extroverted, then you
They can
bring it
tone
down.
it
Calm
down.
it down, yeah.
Yeah.
It's trying to build it up and try to break down those
That's-
barriers that you have put up.
I have an idea now. Let's set up a company together, and then this company is for introverts, and then we help them become a little bit more.
It's confidence school.
Comfortable in
That's
their
what it is.
skin.
It's
Yeah,
confidence school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you
It
mean?
is,
There are
yeah.
confidence schools. Here
Yeah,
in Singapore?
absolutely.
What's
Yeah.
it called?
Confidence school. Yeah.
No.
SingaporeConfidenceSchool.com. Look it up.
Don't joke, like Angel. Seriously, what are these
but-
schools called?
But honestly, I used to run something like that. I used to run something called the Academy. And it would train people how to have more confidence going for job interviews, speaking to people, walking. It wasn't a modeling school as such, but it did have some people who wanted to become models. But there were others as well, your everyday people who weren't interested in being in front of the camera, that wanted to know how they would approach people and how they could sit down properly, etiquette as well, because etiquette is very important as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yes, they are called confidence schools. Right?
So if you're an introvert and you feel that you're uncomfortable going out and being friends with everybody, don't try to conquer the whole world at a go. Just start small. Maybe it's just a coffee, meeting someone at the pantry and just talking. And it's more about getting to know the person rather than I need to be your best friend kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So start small. And if you're uncomfortable, just don't go overboard with it. I think it's okay.
What about your company, Adrian?
Yeah.
Can you guys help
Build
introverted
confidence.
Well, we do train networking in terms of how do you outreach. In fact, we
Okay.
don't call it networking; we call it outreach.
So
How
what
do you-
are some tips that you have within the office?
Well, I think one of the things is be genuine, be authentic. When you're asking someone out for lunch, it's just, hey, let's just catch up. There's no agenda. Let's just talk. Talk to them. Doesn't have to be work related. It could be about your personal things. Where were you before this? And just have a conversation and being genuine about it. I think that's the least stressful thing that you can do.
But there will always be an agenda. Sometimes more than one agenda.
Yeah, sometimes.
You know what I mean?
That's right. Very, very true. There is a question on our Facebook page from Ashley that I think is absolutely brilliant. What if a new person is brought in with the purpose to make changes to the existing vibe? I.e., the boss hires this person to shake up the current state. What should the new person be doing?
That's a very good point.
That's a good one.
In fact, how much time have we got on this?
3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Okay, go.
So
Enough.
one of the most important things is that if you're brought in to shake the tree, okay, good luck.
Watch where the coconuts fall.
Watch where the coconuts fall. Because sometimes when you are brought in to shake the tree, there's good shaking and there's bad shaking. Sometimes they bring senior management brings someone in to do the cutting. So you're like the hired gun to come in to clean up the whole mess, fire the people, and then, you know, whether or not you stick around after that is another story altogether. But a lot of times, if you're coming in as the cleanup guy, okay, but I hope they explain it to you during the job interview that was your job, and not like on the first day of the job say, oh, by the way, you got to cut headcount by 50%.
Yeah.
But what we always say is this: if you're coming in still very much in the first 3 months, 2 or 3 months, don't make any drastic changes. Too drastic, because otherwise you're going to get what we call organ rejection. You know, when a patient goes for a kidney transplant, right? Sometimes the body's white cells, just attacks that new organ and
just
then
rejects.
just rejects it, and it has to be removed. So when you come into a new place, even if you're brought in and your mandate is to change processes, to change people, you know, in the first week, if you come in and you push everything through, you're gonna get such strong pushback.
Yeah.
You might just
And you're going to get a lot of hate mail as well.
yeah, and your car will get scratched bumper to bumper,
I'm
slashed
sure.
tires.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? In every situation, right, it's all about the attitude of the employee.
And
You know, if
employer.
you have an employee, well, you know, sometimes you don't get to choose, right?
No,
Because I mean,
yeah.
your employers, they are, you know, upper management and your bosses and all that. You know, they're quite fixed in their ways. But as a worker, the attitude is very, very important.
Totally agree.
Sometimes I don't know whether Adrian feels this way, but I can go into a place, right? And if you leave me there for maybe half a year, I'll spot the people who have attitude problems and who will not probably last very long.
What are you talking about?
Adrian?
You leave you in a corridor for 1 minute, you find out about the person's children, grandchildren, where they live, and all that.
But
you
that's
are,
too soon.
You are a
need
special
to give,
case.
you need to give people some time, you know, and see the true individual.
Colours, yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and,
see that.
and most of the time you can tell, right, Adrian?
Yeah, you can tell. And unfortunately, a lot of these first impressions, when you look at the guy, you know, within the first 5 minutes, you go, oh, this is not going to last here.
Yeah, he's a problem child.
He's a problem child. That's why the whole idea for, if you're joining a new company, you know, lay low and just
Keep your nose clean,
keep
right?
your nose clean
Yeah.
until things settle down.
Okay.
When we come back, I've got a question for Adrian.
We'll go back on the radio.
I've got something from YouTube as well.
In 3, 2, traffic, yeah.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Okay, pay attention on the KJE towards the BKE. At the BKE Woodlands exit, an accident has been reported. Also on the BKE, this time towards the PIE after the Bukit Panjang Road exit, an obstacle has been spotted. If you have any information for us, the WhatsApp number is 88550920.
We're back on The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for today and every Thursday is Adrian Choo from Career Agility International. He is our career strategist, and we invite you to send in your comments and your questions for Adrian via our Facebook page.
Angel, you had a question from YouTube.
Yes, not so
Oh,
much.
and YouTube as
Yeah,
well.
not so much a question, but Daryl has come on board. Good morning, Daryl. And he says one of the 5 things that you should not do at a new job, and I would say old job as well, is start an office romance. Adrian's quiet though.
Okay, this one's
Glenn
Glenn
has
now.
experience. This is his department.
I'm the champion. Okay?
Today,
I'm
your
the champion.
your office romance strategy coming to you live from Glenong.
But you know, it can work if you're extremely professional. But if it's
Yes.
your company's policy that you're not allowed to start a relationship, okay, then don't.
Yeah.
Right? Because you can get fired.
Yeah.
For it,
Yeah.
You know, but if your bosses give you the blessing, why not?
But I mean,
I've
it's
had the
difficult,
blessings
though.
of all my bosses over the years.
But it's very difficult. I mean, Glenn's been lucky because, I mean, some of the relationships worked out in his favor. But what if it doesn't, you know, and you still have to see the person every day and you still have to
gotta-
be in the same place?
But
be
that's
adult.
exactly what happened to me. What?
Yeah.
And yet
You managed
we were
to.
all professional.
Professional, right?
Yeah.
No, I think today's topic is about what to do when you first join a company. And you first join a company looking for romance.
It's the wrong
Yeah,
thing to do.
I think so. Valid point. What is worse is, especially if it's a guy coming in and he starts looking for romance, the first label people are going to slap onto him is skirt chaser, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's not
absolutely.
going to work very well, you know.
Yeah.
So I would say, don't be too open about it, even if you feel that it's okay, it's all right to do it. Yeah, don't start asking colleagues out on dates within the first week. Then you're gonna have a very bad rep to unwind.
And make
down the
sure you
road.
know the rules as well, right? The code of conduct and everything.
Yes. So I would say, in the first couple of months, don't do it.
Don't rock anyone's boat.
It's not the right platform to be going. It's not a dating scene at the office.
Yeah, you don't join Tinder as an employee to try and find a date.
Well,
Well, anyway, no,
I wouldn't encourage it.
no.
Although
Yeah.
I've been through that, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't encourage it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been talking about from the aspect of the employee coming in. I want to go back to that guy who is there to shake up the vibe, to change the atmosphere within an office. Does the responsibility fall, and this is for the management listening to us, does the responsibility fall on the management to explain to the staff why this man was brought in before he starts work? So you can understand the stuff he's going to do, and he doesn't become your enemy.
Actually, I think it's a good idea that this person's brought in. He's a new leadership. He's in for the long haul. He's here to look over and overhaul the whole system. So there might be some good expectation on the ground with regards to what he's going to say and what he's going to do. So they know that he's coming in to make change rather than someone who's just brought in and suddenly he wants to change everything. Then he might get a higher chance of organ rejection. So I think if management came in, so this comes under the whole umbrella of what they call change management. There are processes where you come in. But, if you're the person coming on board, we always say, play it cool, take it easy. Don't reorganize everything to the point where people don't like change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody likes change.
It's uncomfortable.
And if you're changing 6 different processes at one go, that puts everyone in a very defensive mode.
okay. Anyway, today is Thursday, the 9th of February.
Kiss 92 Day Check brought to you by Gain City. Grab up to 90% off our warehouse sale.
Okay.
Okay. Big Show TV, YouTube, Facebook.
YouTube, I've got good morning to Ren. Good morning to our boss, Stephen Choo. He's watching us on YouTube as well.
Morning, Stephen. And you
Good
know what?
morning,
Stephen has
Stephen.
been here with the company for 6 months.
He has.
But he's been
this is
absolutely
correct.
fabulous.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. He has been with us 6 months, hasn't
Yeah,
he?
he has, man.
Yeah.
Feels like 6 years. It's true.
I think
No,
it's
in a good way.
I think
way.
he slid into the role really well.
Yeah, like
You
he
know,
feels like he's been here forever, yeah.
He wasn't a square peg in a round hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He fit. He fit at a time where we needed a really good fit.
Absolutely,
And
yeah.
I think that's why it's all worked.
All about
worked
timing.
really well.
Yeah. I just
Anyway.
realized that FD is wearing a coffee sack on his head.
Jute.
It's a coffee jute sack because it says gourmet and then
Yeah.
it's got fair trade or something,
Yeah.
and then it's got a coffee bean on it, and on the front as well, it's got some coffee beans. There you go, red and green coffee beans. Very nice.
If those were like peppers.
No, if you haven't already noticed, FD is attempting to wear a different hat every day. Not 365 hats, obviously,
No.
but changing his hat.
Yeah, because
every
I've
day.
got such a collection, and they all tend to sit at home. So
And you know what? One day we may play a game. Which hat is FD going to wear tomorrow?
No, he's going to go through all his hats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when our Kiss fans see the same hat,
You call it out.
you call
Right
it
away.
out, you win
Oh
a prize.
my God.
And then you win a
Great
prize.
idea.
That's a great idea.
you know what you win? You win that hat that he's wearing
Uh-oh.
Gold
on that day.
Uh-oh.
up in the lake.
Then he's going to start wearing all his cheapest hats.
yeah.
Okay, I just want to say FD's hats, I mean, although they look cheap,
Yeah.
they're not...
Oh, that's terrible.
although they look cheap, but they're not.
Damn.
Oh, my goodness.
Okay, how much is this? Now that I've mentioned...
This one?
Yeah.
This one is about $90.
That's okay.
That's all right.
I
That's
thought
all right.
$900
Yeah.
or...
No, I don't have a hat that's that expensive.
Yeah, but if you're looking for a good hat, we'd highly recommend Hat of Cane. He's got
Yes.
the best hats in Singapore.
dude.
So okay,
Right.
okay, let's go back to business with the top 5 things not to do at your new job.
Yeah, the final point we want to share with our Kiss 92 listeners today is don't give up. Okay? Sometimes getting into a new place can feel very alienating. It can feel like you're drowning.
Yeah.
Because it's new processes, the different speed of thinking, the different speed of getting work done. So we had a client who joined a technology company, okay, one of the largest technology companies. And within the first week, she said, I wanted to quit because I don't know how this organization works. It's a global role. it's just so complicated. We don't even have officers because it's free floating. And she said, I've not met my colleagues yet, my bosses, and I've been here for a week or so, and it's just struggling. She said, I don't think I can fit in here. I think I'll quit. But then we told her, just hang in there. It's going to be painful, but hang in there. A month later, we caught up again, and she said, I'm still not fitting in. It's very difficult, Things are getting a bit easier, but I'm still drowning, deluged.
Yeah.
And we told her, just hang in there. Just hang in there. And the analogy that we gave is basically, and I think this would be something Angel would understand. When you buy new shoes, the first couple of times, you guys always
Of
just buy
course,
sneakers,
yeah.
right?
You need to break them in.
You got to break them in. And if you don't wear them and walk them around, you can never kind of break them in, can you?
You'll never know.
You'll never know.
You'll never know. I mean, if you wear them the first time and they hurt, and then you think to yourself, I'm never going to wear them the second time, let those blisters heal. This is a good tip. And then try and put them on again. And then you have to do it a few times, which is true.
Yeah, it's because Angel doesn't wear socks, you see, that's why.
What are you
Okay,
talking
but-
about? I'm wearing socks.
Are you?
Yes,
Oh,
they're called no-show socks.
So what do you then, Angel? What do you say to the people who get new shoes and say you've got to bite the back of the shoe
Bite?
to
This
stop
is-
it from blistering?
This is an
So
old
what, you
wives'
got-
tale.
It is an
Old
old
wives'
wives'
You got to
tale.
walk around the office figuring out who you're going to bite.
No, you got to rub a little candle wax.
There you go.
Candle wax.
That's why all the old wives,
lubricate it a bit.
all the old wives ended up with dentures.
Biting their shoes.
Yeah, too hot.
But okay, back to that. I think the analogy of waxing your shoes as well might come in handy here as well, because you just got to lubricate the situation and try and slip into the environment, slip into everybody's sort of routine, and try and figure out where you fit in. Because you're fitting in. You're a little fish going into a big pond trying to fit in.
Yeah.
Right, to an environment where people are already used to what's going on.
Yeah, and so after a while, your foot gets used to the shoe. And
Yeah.
interestingly, the shoe also widens up a little, warm. Once it gets warm and everything, it fits to you. And then it's okay.
Then it's comfortable.
Then it's comfortable. So for her, she was uncomfortable all the way through to month 6.
Wow.
Wow.
In month 6, she was still telling me, I'm still not so sure whether I should be here.
Throw the shoes away.
Yeah, should I throw the shoe away or should I just hang in there? We told just hang in there. It's a great company. It's a great role. It's a great gig. She's been there for 7 years already.
Oh,
Does she
nice.
still feel uncomfortable?
She still feels uncomfortable.
Really?
But she
Wow.
says that the discomfort is good. She's gotten used to the discomfort because discomfort means I'm growing. And so she's expanded her role, her profile. She's expanded new skills and everything. So what's happened is that she says I've actually grown bigger, and now I'm asking for bigger size shoes, bigger size jobs to come in.
So maybe it's not so much discomfort, maybe it's just anxiety.
Could
of,
be.
Like
be.
she's anxious, and I
could
feel
be.
that if you're still anxious going into work, or the anxious could be excited as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're still enthusiastic about
Just
the
pop
role.
a couple of muscle relaxants. like
You
I
and your
always say.
muscle relaxants.
You know, we're talking about people who get to go back into the office,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
But a lot of companies are working hybrid. So this is going to be even more difficult for someone.
Yeah, it's true, and that's why we always tell people, even if it's hybrid, turn up for work. As often as you can. Don't just hide in your room. If nobody knows you, out of sight, out of mind. And you need to build the relationships. So go out. Starting a new job is never easy. Okay, especially if it's high risk. We always say that you don't have to go at it alone. Just talk to a mentor, talk to your boss.
Yeah.
And what's most important is, if you need to talk to a professional, a career coach, just pick up the phone and just talk to someone who's either your career mentor or someone. Or you can just drop us an email, info@careeragility.org.
Okay.
Adrian, I wasn't paying attention in class, obviously. I only have 2 things on the list of 5. I got don't compare and don't give up. What else was there?
Everything in between.
Yeah, what was
Everything in
that?
between.
No, so what was your number 1? So that we can just go through it.
Okay, and my memory is terrible as well this time in the morning.
We can go on air and go
Yeah,
through
go
it.
there and go through it. Because I only have 2
Yeah.
things. I'm like, I know that's adapting, but that's not doing
It's okay,
anything.
you've got 2, I've got nothing.
Yeah, I know. You
I wasn't
usually
even jotting down anything.
you usually don't have.
I mean, in school, so I don't jot down anything. I usually ask my friend who jots everything down.
It's like, what do you
Pass
have
me
in
your
your
notes, please.
Pass me your notes, copy the notes.
Now we have ChatGPT, right? Just put in a couple
Yes.
of
Yes.
keywords.
Okay, stand by. This is our last talk.
All right.
Okay.
Hey, natto. Oh, sorry, latto. Latto.
Latto?
Thinking of natto. I love natto.
And 3, 2, 1.
What a track. Latto and Mariah Carey featuring DJ Khaled. Big energy right here On Kiss 92, all the great songs in one place. Our guest for this morning is Adrian Choo from Career Agility International.
So, Adrian, today we're talking about things not to do at your new job. We've been going at it for close to 40 minutes, and I'm sorry, I obviously was not paying attention in class. You have 5 things not to do. I only have 2 things on my list. Can you go through that list again?
Okay. Well, the first is don't assume that things are going to be status quo as normal. So you have to learn how to adapt to the new environment, the new people there, the new processes. So it's a learning adventure. The first couple of months, in fact, the first month or so when you're there, is to learn and adapt and to build the relationships. And the second thing, is don't keep to yourself. Talk to people, build ties with the people around you, and I try to understand the power dynamics in that space.
Okay.
And the third thing is don't keep talking about your old company.
Don't compare.
Don't compare.
Yeah.
It's at my previous place we used to do it this way. It kind of grates on everyone else after a while. Right? So don't compare. And the fourth is don't make too many sweeping changes at a go. If you're coming in, take your time, understand, get a lay of the land, understand how things are.
Yeah.
And if you need to make changes, do it gradually. Otherwise, there might be organ rejection.
Okay.
And the last one, of course, is it's going to be difficult when you land in a new job, in a new environment. Don't give up. It's like wearing a new pair of shoes. It could hurt in a while. For a while, it could give you blisters. But after a while, the shoe hopefully fits you, and you will be running about it in no time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
If I were a lady and I'm working in a new environment or reporting for work this morning, I will wear a low-cut dress. What do you think, Adrian?
It depends on what job and what company, lah. I guess.
Do you advise people on how they should dress when they go into jobs, new or old?
Well, we always say go on the conservative side first. Unless you're joining a modeling agency as a model, then you want to look glamorous.
Okay, then no low-cut dress, just a tight one.
but that's a problem with that. You see, the problem is you could
send off the wrong signals.
Yeah, you would make the guys might be nervous. Okay, or the guys could be really happy. I don't know, depending on the company you're with, right? But you could trigger off the alarm bells of the ladies in the company. Because they're going to start feeling competitive and saying, what's she trying to do? First day of the job, she's dressed like a vamp.
Well, dressed like a what, sorry?
A vamp.
Okay. Well,
Elvira.
as a woman, I would say dress for the occasion and the environment.
Yes, yeah.
I think that's the best
Excellent.
piece
That's
of.
the best way to do it.
That's why God made me a man.
Like whether you look.
No, I'd be trouble.
Whether you look vampy or not, I mean that's subjective, right? I mean, to vampy to someone is
exactly right.
So just dress
Not
for the
really. Some
environment.
women think they're vampy. Actually, they're not. That is
why,
the truth.
That's why I said it's subjective.
Okay. Anyway, any last words, Adrian, before we let you go?
Well, it's change is good. Okay, change is uncomfortable, but change is good. If you're landing a new job and if you are facing any difficulties, just remember, this too shall pass. Okay, the stress, the trauma, and everything. It just hang in there. Things will work out fine. And if you need help, just drop us an email, info@careeragility.org.
If you're feeling a lot of pain, there's always Panadol.
Stop it.
Okay. Thank you very much, Adrian.
Always a pleasure to be here. See you guys. And I want to wish all the Kiss 92 fans out there a wonderful week ahead.
All right, we look forward to seeing you next week, okay? Coming up very soon, we've got Asia's Got Talent Finalist, and this is going to be a treat for Kiss 92 fans as well. Exclusively on the Big Show TV, Shawn C.
Yeah,
Kiss 92 traffic.
Okay, on the CTE towards the AYE before Ang Mo Kio Avenue 5's exit, avoid lane 4. An accident has been reported. Same situation on Jurong Town Hall Road towards Jurong East Street 13. Now, this is right after Science Centre Road. Another accident has been reported. And on the BKE towards the PIE after the Bukit Panjang Road exit, an obstacle has been spotted. For any updates, you can WhatsApp us at 8855-0920 and join us on the Big Show TV on our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Kiss92FM for a little bit of magic.
Kiss 92 weather.
Thundery showers mainly over southern, western and central Singapore in the late afternoon and evening. It's going to be a warm day though. 33 degrees Celsius, the high temperature.
Kiss 92 weather brought to you by Mitsubishi Electric. Mitsubishi Electric Star Max Aircon. Saves.
Look at us. We look so big on screen.
Yeah.
Now. Oh, now not so
Shawn
much.
C.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah. Today we have Adrian Choo in the studio. I mean, you can't see him
You
now,
can't
but
see him, but he's here.
going to be watching your performance here.
Cool.
From
Hi,
the
Adrian.
studio.
I mean, can't see Adrian, but I know he's there. I saw
Hi,
him.
Sean.
Hello.
Okay,
Yeah, I
what
was
do you
trying to
have
find
for
my way
us
into the
today?
right- Yeah, I was trying to find my way into the right virtual room
Oh, okay.
to make sure I get to the right place.
You're in the right place.
Okay, Kiss 92 fans, give it up for Shawn C. You're going to love this guy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good to see some of our new fans, okay? And you know what? For them, I thought I'd bring out some of like the greatest hits, so-called.
Okay.
All right, so what we'll do here today is I've got something written down in here already. You guys don't have to read everything yet.
What does it
Is
say?
that it? Doesn't matter. We'll open
What
it
do
up
you mean
later.
doesn't matter?
The screen is
Okay.
quite far away from me.
Oh, there's some words. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So
Something
we'll
for
get to that
something.
later. But first, okay, I'm gonna go through this with everyone, okay?
Okay.
Got a little pen here, which we're gonna write down some of your thoughts, okay? And so the first thought I would need is from Glenn.
Crap.
Is that the first thing that came to your mind?
Yeah,
Okay.
not the first thing that comes
With
to your
an
mind.
exclamation mark.
With
Sorry,
an
you need
exclamation.
something
Okay.
else, is it? You need something else, or
Yes.
is that okay?
No, I need you to think of
Yeah.
a 3-digit number.
I
He,
see.
he hadn't even finished.
3-digit
A
number.
3-digit number. Think of your 3-digit number.
Okay.
Okay. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna write this down. Okay. And hope that I get your
Oh.
number correct. Okay.
Okay.
Write it down.
If
Right.
you get
And-
my numbers correct, the next time I see you, I'm gonna kiss you. man.
Glenn, write it down here. Write what you're thinking of here. I want to see if it's the same. Okay.
I've,
All right.
I've
Glenn,
written the
your
number down.
three-digit number.
Can I show them? Can I just show them? I'm not
hang
going to
on.
show you.
Hang
Okay,
on,
okay,
hang on.
hang on, hang on. Angel.
Let me try and see if I got it right first. Okay. So was your number 269?
No.
Oh well, that's what I got.
Well,
No, he got no. You got it right.
you got me, man.
But you know you were so close to his 269.
Really? Really? What was the number actually?
Super close.
You
was
tell
the
him what
number
my
actually?
number was?
Did I tell him?
No,
or do
no, you
want-
tell him. You tell him. So-
It was 690.
Hey.
It's pretty
nice.
close.
Two
Pretty
Two
close.
numbers out
yeah.
of three, you know. If this was a
Yeah.
lottery, you would have won something.
Yeah, exactly.
Off by about 400. It's okay.
Yeah.
690. Okay. All right. Never mind. Let's try again. The next one. FD.
Yeah.
Okay. Think of any 4-legged animal.
4-legged animal.
Yes. Think about it. Okay. Right. Let's. Okay.
Okay.
I've got it written down here.
All
What
right.
was the animal you were thinking of?
Oh, you want me to tell you the animal I was thinking of?
Yeah, and I will compare
I
if I
know.
got it right.
I can read his mind.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Huh? I thought horse.
Horse. Amazing. A horse.
If you're watching us on YouTube,
I love this.
well, you know what? Sean actually can do magic.
No, I love this. I love
This
it.
is brilliant.
The children will love this.
The children
All the
are
children
in
who are
school.
it's school holidays right now.
No, it's
No,
not.
Oh, sorry.
The children are in school.
But I'm sure there are
but
some kids who
Of
are at
course
home.
they are. Yes, of
I'm
course
waiting
they
for this to get to Angel.
So
Yes,
the thing
yes.
about this horse is that he woke up, tuned into the wrong channel, then he decided, oh wait, it's Kiss 92 today. You know, that's why he looks like this.
Okay.
I'm
Let's,
just kidding,
let's
by the way.
try
I
Angel.
know it's not the school holidays.
Okay.
Yes,
Obviously.
yes,
I
yes,
mean,
yes.
Obviously, yes. All right,
Okay,
Sean.
so Angel, imagine you're walking into your favorite grocery store or supermarket, and you're gonna buy something. Okay, you're gonna pick up something to buy. All right. Think of the item you would be buying. Of course, trying to make it simple because I'm a simple-minded person. Okay, so trying to make it simple. Don't tell me things like some weird protein shake
Okay.
made of algae or something. All right?
Okay, okay.
Simple stuff. Okay.
She's
Just
not
think
going to
of
be
something-
walking to Sheng Siong, that's for sure.
Hey, don't
Alright,
knock it,
think
man.
of-
They've got great
got
stuff.
good
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
Never been there.
Clearly.
Okay,
Okay.
think of something, and I will try to also get this one
Wow. Oh my God.
Okie dokes. And what was the item you were going to buy?
Bananas.
Bananas, okay, and they come in a bunch, right? A bunch of bananas, and then you have to weigh them, and then you pay at the counter. And when you pay, usually they print out this QR code.
Which is the QR code for bananas?
The barcode.
That
this is
is
the
it.
barcode for bananas.
Yes, and it's $3.45. Yes.
Yes, and you scan this, I believe that would be
The
that would be
price,
correct.
yes, yay! My gosh, fascinating today. Well done.
Shawn C, that was so different from your sleight of hand magic.
Oh man.
Okay. Last one I'm going to do is we're going to get all our viewers who are watching, okay? You've seen what has been happening so far, and just think, I just want you to think of how you feel so far, okay, our viewers. Don't have to write it down in the comments, but just think, and I will actually be able to sense what our listeners or viewers are thinking of right now.
All right.
Okay?
Listeners and viewers, huh?
Okay.
Listeners and viewers, okay, and what they're thinking of this act so far, okay? This is what you guys think.
This guy sucks.
What do you think, listeners and viewers? Let us know.
Prashant has just said, I'm totally enjoying this.
If you want to follow Shawn, you can at Shawn V Me. That stands for ventriloquist, magician, and entertainer. And clearly, he's a comedian
All
as
right,
well.
I'm going to give Shawn C a standing ovation.
Well done, mate.
Everyone can see our belly buttons. Shall I show them my belly buttons?
No,
okay.
please don't. They'll all switch off.
This is not allowed. Yes, yes.
No,
Okay, so far we didn't get that right mostly, okay, but remember I had this one here, okay, which, let me put this away, okay. This was prepared before we started the show, okay, and I'm gonna get that letter out there,
Uh-oh.
okay, and
This
let's
is where
see.
the magic happens.
Yeah, let's see if we got anything right. Okay, I'm gonna put it closer to the screen so that you guys can read it.
Last night, I dreamt I was performing for some folks on Kiss 92. It was the big show, and they were stunned when I guessed the number was 690. The animal was horse, and the item was bananas. P.S. I don't suck.
What?
Wow.
Shawn C.
My goodness. Well.
What the?
Wow.
Good save, good save.
Wow.
Well, good save.
Now you need to charge FD more money when you do magic
And now,
for his events.
and now anyone who's new to watching this will actually tune in next week as well. Well done.
Well
Okay,
done.
everyone, I just want to say Shawn C is for hire, okay?
Yes,
Yes,
So
he is.
get in touch with him at Shawn V Me.
That's right, on Instagram.
Over here, yeah, over here.
Okay,
Shawn V.
sorry,
Me.
Shawn,
Yeah,
you were
links
going to say
everywhere.
something.
And of course, if you guys want to check out the other stuff I do, like stand-up comedy, shows tomorrow. There's a show tomorrow.
That's right.
okay, where?
tomorrow,
Yes. Tomorrow, the Lemon Stand, okay, the Midliners show, six comics, okay, we're going to be doing some of our best stuff, all right, we're getting up in the world of stand-up comedy, so yeah, come on down. I'll leave a link in the comments so that any of our viewers, listeners who has new viewers, new listeners, you guys can come down, check out some comedy on a Friday night.
All right.
Cool stuff,
Okay,
mate.
all
Okay,
right.
Shawn, thank you so much.
Ciao.
All right, thank you guys.
Have a great
Fun as
one.
always. Is Adrian still there?
Yes, he
Yes,
is.
he is.
Yeah, all right. Adrian, good to see you on air, and catch you guys all next week.
All right.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Share the
Bye.
video.